G'day, I'm Kate Groruck. How are you? Today I have a really exciting little hike. I'm solo, I'm off track, and I'm in the Ettrema Wilderness, and it's a bloody beautiful day. So come along with me. We're going to try and find a nice little cliff top to camp on with hopefully some good views. I've got a new hiking hat thanks to Laura and her mum. They found me the exact same one, so I'm pretty stoked. Let's go. Beautiful day out here. The weather is pretty darn warm, to be honest. It's a bit of a shock to my little Canberra winter system, but as I'm getting closer to the cliff line, I can start to see little glimpses and hints, hopefully, of what we'll be seeing tonight, and that's Ettrema Gorge opening up and just being spectacular. It's such a beautiful day. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for any orchids or something like that. Just having a little rest here in the shade. I was reading this amazing woman's blog. I'll put a link to it in the comments below. And she was hiking the Ettrema area and she actually saw a koala, like a big, fluffy, healthy looking one. I honestly wouldn't have thought that this was kind of the perfect area, or a suitable area for koalas, but yeah, it was pretty cool to see. I'll have to keep a little bit of an eye out. I'd be so stoked to see a koala in this area. Happy. I've just broken through to the cliff line now and check that out. Oh my gosh. Wow, look down there. There's like little caves and stuff. I'll do a nice little pan in a second, but probably only about halfway through today, but geez, this is a pretty nice rest spot. I'm going to keep moving this way, but sort of behind me is tomorrow's adventure, and I can hear a little trickle of water, so I'm hoping there's like a nice little fresh, maybe tiny waterfall that I can have a little freshen up tomorrow morning. But yeah, today our destination's off this way. Look, if I can get a campsite that's half as decent as this view, I'll be pretty darn happy. It's also nice to see a bit of green, some leaves around. Obviously it's been impacted by fires, but it is nice to see a bit of green. Well, I'm trying to find a nice campsite with a bit of a view, but I think I've come a little bit too low, and I think I need to be up there on that cliff line. It'd be cool if there was a view here because I'm quite protected. I'm sure it's going to be another windy night, but yeah, somehow I've got to get up there. Getting pretty tired now, so I'm pretty keen to set up camp, but I think it's going to be worth the views. That is incredible. Well, I think the climb up was worth it. Oh my God. Shit. That's just, that's just better than I actually could have imagined it being. I mean, I was just on the Google Maps and I was sort of looking and thinking, oh yeah, I could walk through here, walk through there. This looks like it could be a good cliff line. Yup. Jesus. Must be beer o'clock, hey? Woo! What we've got there is a marble gecko. Can you see it there? It's beautiful. Now I'm just going to leave him be, but I just thought I'd show you guys because that's pretty beautiful. I love geckos. Look at his big fat tail. Put it back down. Put it back down carefully. is what's called a flying duck orchid. Can you see it? Looks like a little duck. There's his beak. There's little wings. Such a beautiful orchid. Oh, there's just so many orchids here along the cliff top. Oh, cheers. I am one happy camper. Got my tent set up just over there, watching the sunset. The cliff walls are changing colours. Oh, I'm pretty darn tired, but I'm also so happy. That was just madness over there on the cliff edge. There was just orchids galore. I had to like be careful about where I was walking because there's just so many orchids. And I think I saw about 3 different species. Oh man, life just doesn't get much better than this. It was a bit of a hot, hard day. Off track is always a bit of a challenge in terms of you got to be pretty alert the whole day. There's parts of that I love, but then, you know, by the end of the day, you're just like cactus. But views like this absolutely make it worth it. I want to say a massive shout out to my subscribers because I hit 500 subscribers this week. And when I started the channel, I just really didn't think that it would be that popular. I just kind of did it for myself and to share it with a few friends and family and things like that. And yeah, the comments, the subscriptions have just been so positive and it's been so lovely, and it really encourages me to come out here and do things like this. And it's so good for my soul to come out here, and I've got to do it. I just want to do it every weekend. Unfortunately, life sometimes gets in the way, but oh. Check out that sun, that glow. It's just incredible. It's just lit up those cliffs. The sun's just about to drop. This is what I hike for. This is the whole reason. Every time I go hiking, I'm just so mesmerized by sunset, sunrise, and I always say to myself, I'm going to look at sunset, sunrise so much more even when I'm in my normal life. And you know what, you just get caught up with distractions and you never do it. And oh, just check it out. How good were those orchids today? This spring is really turning up some beautiful wildflowers, and it's so nice to see, especially after this landscape has been quite blackened from all the fires. I couldn't believe it. There were so many orchids there. There was, I think, what's a bearded orchid, a flying duck orchid. So you hear that? That's a gang cockatoo. Such beautiful creatures. They have this weird flight that's sort of just commotion. It looks like they're, you know, they're getting thrown around by the wind, but that's just their natural sort of flight pattern. It's incredible. There's so many insects flying around today. I think they're all termites. There's this seasonal thing that they do and they all move, and it's they're all flying around, and it's actually such an amazing time for all the animals in the ecosystem because they are the bottom of the food chain. So things like that marble gecko I just found, he had that big fat tail, and I think that's where he stores his fat, or she, and it's probably been catching termites. They're just a juicy, sweet, protein-rich treat. It's just so incredible. The birds are singing. I just feel so relaxed. Just sitting here up on the rock and got my dinner, I've got a beer, and the moon has just risen over the canyon, and I'm sure you can't see it quite that well, but it's bright red. It's madness. It's such a still night too. Finally, I've got a night where the weather is just perfect. I'm pretty darn happy. I think I'm going to eat my dinner and then go to bed and get up super early for the sunrise. Good morning. Well, it's time for another epic sunrise. The birds down in the gorge are just going nuts. It's so nice to hear after the bushfires. Yeah, a lot of the forest has been pretty quiet. The birds have either died or moved away, and it's so nice to hear them back and active. Oh wow, you can actually still see the moon behind me. It was one of those nights where I had to use my bandana over my eyes because it was so bright. It was such a beautiful night. Stars were everywhere. Now I'm just sitting on the cliff top waiting for sunrise. Plan for today. I think I'm just going to sit here for another hour or so and just watch the sun hit the different walls. Then I'm sort of going to retrace slightly and then head south. Hopefully find that little waterfall for let's call it a shitty creek line for a bit of a freshen up. I've just packed up, and the route for today I'll show you. We are just pretty much skirting along this cliff line. So it's just coming down to this creek line, but there's this amazing little cave behind me. I'm just gonna go up and have a look at the overhang. It's kind of like it's got its own air conditioning too. All right, let's try and find this waterfall. Yesterday I could hear a little waterfall, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's one just here. It looks like absolute paradise. Hopefully I can get down to it. The going's pretty slow, but I think we'll get down there. I'll see if I can get you a better shot. there's a little creek line here, but I never thought it'd be quite as beautiful as this. It's just amazing. It's pretty good timing too. I've just run out of water, so oh wow. I reckon I might have a little bit of a clean up, have a coffee, and yeah. Wow, maybe even a swim. Oh, this is such a nice spot. I don't really want to leave, but gotta keep moving, otherwise we'll never get home. All right, we're all packed up after that beautiful little break. Just walking around the cliff line now, hopefully get some views. It's just beyond expectations. This little point that's jutting out here. Got these amazing cliffs behind me. This beautiful junction here of the two rivers, and this small little tributary coming in. I was looking at the elevation, and it's about 350 metre from sort of up where we are here, right down to the bottom of the creek. It's just spectacular. And this rock face behind me is just gorgeous. I think I can hear like a peregrine falcon, I think it is, or some sort of bird of prey. It's sort of like wah, wah, wah. I don't know if it's possible, but maybe this is more beautiful than my campsite. Oh, I just love cliff faces. They make me so happy. I'm not sure what it is about them, but just, you know, all the different colours there, the reds, the greys, and then little parts where it looks like they've fallen away sort of more recently. Oh, it's just spectacular. I think I did not select the most easiest route to do that. That was some pretty hard going, just heaps of fallen branches and trying to crawl my way through it. Oh man, what an epic little adventure. That was so cool, you know, hiking out to that cliff line with those beautiful views, and then, you know, the sunset, the sunrise, the orchids up on that cliff. Oh my God, that was so cool. Then today, that little waterfall, having a little swim and cleaning up. Oh, nice coffee, just listening to the noise. Then those beautiful views that we got today. Oh, I'm pretty darn happy. Feeling pretty grubby. I definitely need a shower, but thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hit 500 subscribers the other day and that just made me so happy. Thank you so much for that. Enjoy. I hope you all get out hiking sometime soon. Cheers.